Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hey students, welcome to our YouTube channel Electrical Engineers Academy. And our today's topic is mesh analysis, which is our lecture number 3. Students, firstly I will give you my today's lecture's content. Firstly we will discuss introduction of mesh analysis and the steps to solve mesh analysis problem. Then we will discuss two examples, one simple example and one complex example, and at the end I will give you a challenging problem as an assignment. You need to solve that problem and give answers in this video's comment box. Now come on to our today's lecture's introduction. Now students, I also convey you a message. If you want to clear your concept perfectly, then watch my video till the end. Hopefully you will clear your concept perfectly. Now students, mesh is that loop in which there is no further loop created, no another loop, and mesh analysis will help us to find all unknown currents in the problem. Then with the help of currents we will find voltages using relation V is equals to I into R. If we have current and resistance, then we will find voltage. Now students, come on to our next step is how to solve that problem and the steps needed to solve that problems of mesh analysis. Now students, there are 4 steps to solve mesh analysis problem. Number 1 is identify the number of meshes. Then the next step is to assign current in clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. We will discuss that in our examples, whether clockwise or anti-clockwise direction, which is preferably the best option. Then our next step is to develop KVL equation, and the fourth and final step is to solve KVL equation. Now students, we will discuss example number 1 of mesh analysis and try to solve that example. Now students, this is our example number 1. Now I will discuss previously how to solve. I will discuss 4 steps. I will also write those 4 steps. Now our first step is to identify number of meshes. Now here there are two meshes. Now our first step is clear. Now our next step is to assign mesh currents. Now students, how to assign mesh currents? There are 2 directions, clockwise direction and anti-clockwise direction. But I always choose clockwise direction because making direction in clockwise direction is better option. So I will write it as named it I1. Also write make in clockwise direction and named it as I2. Now our second step is also clear. Now our third step is to develop KVL equations or apply KVL in those 2 loops or meshes. Now we will apply KVL at loop I1. Now students, we will start from here. Here it is 3I1. Then across 4 ohm there are 2 current flows, I1 and I2. Now currently we will be in loop I1, so we will write it as plus 4 into I1 minus I2. Minus because it is in opposite direction. Now next we will come here. Here it starts with the voltage negative sign, so we will write it as minus 13. We will simplify that equation. It will becomes 7I1 minus 4i2 is equals to 13. It is our equation number 1. Now our next step is to apply KVL at loop I2. Now students, we will in loop I2, so we will write start from here. It will become 1 into I2, which is I2. Then we will be here there are two currents flowing, I1 and I2. Currently we will be in loop I2, so we will write it as plus 4 into I2 minus I1 is equals to 0. Minus because it is in opposite direction as compared to I2. So we'll simplify that equation. It will become 5i2 minus 4i1 is equals to 0. It is our equation number 2. Now we will have two equations and two unknown. There are two methods to find currents I1 and I2. First method is to solve manually, and the other method is to put these values in calculator to find values. Now how to put these values in calculator, I will discuss it briefly in my lecture number 1 KCL, how to put these values in calculator. So go and watch it there in my lecture number 1. You will be clear your concept about how to put these values in calculator. Now we will put these values in calculator. Now students, our third step is also clear. Develop KVL equations and solve KVL equation. Fourth step is also clear. Now we will find I1 and I2. So our next and final step is to find voltage and current across 4 ohm and 1 ohm resistor. Now students, across 4 ohm resistor there are two current flowings, I1 and I2. So we will write it as I1 minus I2. So current across 4 ohm is I1 minus I2, which is 0.69 ampere. Now voltage across 4 ohm is V is equals to I into R. I across 4 ohm into 4. So it will become 0.69 into 4. So it will become 2.76 volt. Now this step is also clear. Across 4 ohm resistor to find voltage and current. Now we will find voltage and current across 1 ohm resistor. So students, at 1 ohm resistor only I2 current flowing. So we'll write it as I across 1 ohm is equals to I2. So I across 1 ohm is equals to 2.73 ampere. And voltage across 1 ohm is V is equals to I into R. I across 1 ohm into resistance. So voltage across 1 ohm is 2.73 into 1, and it will becomes 2.73 volts. Now students, our example is solved. We also find voltage and current across 1 ohm resistor. Now students, next we will discuss example number 2, which is little bit tricky. So we will need to solve that problem and try to solve that problem. Now students, this is our example number 2. We need to find voltage and current across 1 ohm and 3 ohm resistor. Now I also write those 4 steps to follow and to solve mesh analysis problem. Now our first step is to identify meshes. So here we will have 3 meshes. Now our first step is done. Now our next step is to assign mesh currents. Now we'll draw it in clockwise direction. Named it as I1. also making it in clockwise direction, and named it as I2. We'll also draw this and named it as I3. Now students, our second step is also done. Now students, here I3 is equals to I1 ampere. So our first step is done to solve current across to current I3. So here I3 is 1 ampere, because in series current is same, so these two are also in series with this current source. Now our next step is to develop KVL equation. So here we will write only two KVL equations, because our third loop is already solved, because we will find our current I3 which is 1 ampere. Now students, we will solve KVL, apply KVL at loop I1. Now students, I also gave you a message here that in circuit analysis lectures, we are restricted to complete our lecture on a single page to avoid confusion, but it will create little bit roughness. So to avoid roughness, so I will make one solution, which is that I will make my separate notes for this lecture, and those separate notes are neat and clean, which will be displayed at the end of this lecture. You can save those pictures. It will be quite helpful for you people. Now apply KVL at loop I1. It will start from 4. So we will write it as 4I1, and here I3 is also flow. So we will write it as 4 into I1 minus I3. So here two current flows, I1 and I2. So currently we will be in loop I1. So we will write it as 1 into I1 minus I2. So here it will start with positive sign. So we will write it as plus 17 is equals to 0. So here we will put I3 value 1 ampere. It will becomes 4 into I1 minus 1 plus I1 minus I2 is equals to minus 17. Now we will simplify those equations. Now I will simplify that equation and it will becomes like that. Now our next step is to apply KVL at loop I2. We will start from here. Here is the two current flows, I2 and I3. So we will write it as 3 into I2 minus I3. Negative, because current flowing in I3 is in opposite direction as compared to I2. So here 2I2. So here it will start from negative sign. We will write it as minus 17 plus, here two current flows, I2 and I1. So now currently we will be in loop I2. So we will write it as, I will write it there, I2 minus I1 is equals to 0. So here I will put my value I3 is equals to 1 and simplify that equation, and it will becomes look like that. 6I2 minus I1 is equals to 20. Now our next step is to find current values I1 and I2. Two methods, one is simultaneously solve and the next method is to put these values in calculator. So we will put these values in calculator. Now students, we will develop KVL equations, also apply KVL equation. Now those four steps are clear. Now we will find I1 and I2. It will becomes minus 2 ampere and 3 ampere. Now we will find current and voltage across 1 ohm and 3 ohm resistor. So students, across 1 ohm resistor, two current flowing, I1 and I2. So current across 1 ohm is equal to I across 1 ohm is I1 minus I2, and I across 1 ohm is equals to minus 2 minus 3 is equals to minus 5 ampere. Now students, we will find to voltage across 1 ohm resistor. As we know that I across 1 ohm is minus 5 ampere and resistor is 1 ohm, V is equals to I into R, minus 5 into 1 is equals to minus 5 volt. Now students, our voltage and current across 1 ohm resistor is also clear. Now we will find voltage and current across 3 ohm resistor. So students, across 3 ohm resistor, two current flowing, I3 and I2, but both are in opposite direction. So we will write it as I across 3 ohm is I2 minus I3. I3 is 1 ampere and I2 we will find it 3 ampere. So I across 3 ohm is 2 ampere, and voltage across 3 ohm is I into 3 ohm into R. 2 resistance is 3. So voltage across 3 ohm is 6 volts. Now students, our second step is also done. This is all about our example number 2. Now I will give you a challenging problem as an assignment. You need to solve that problem and give answers in this video's comment box. Students, this is a challenging problem. So apply those 4 steps and solve I1, I2 and I3. Students, this is all about our today's lecture. Hopefully you will clear your concept, and if you clear your concepts about KCL and KVL, go to the description of this video where I will provide my link of KCL and KVL lecture. Just click on it and clear your concept. So students, this is all about our today's lecture. Like, share and subscribe our channel. Stay happy and stay blessed.